Hello everyone, how's it going? Hope everyone's having a great January so far, and I hope everyone's trading safe, sticking to their plans, making those little refinements. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick video here, right? Because this is a question I get asked a lot with regards to structure, right? Now, the what I want you guys to take away from this is essentially don't overlook your higher time frame structure. Okay, now I'm just going to get straight into it. Again, like I said, quick video, right? Very quick video, very small concept, but very powerful concept. So let's say we're making higher highs and higher lows. And let's just say this is our daily structure. Okay? So from a daily standpoint, this is our swing low, this is a swing high. Right? I'll just delete this. Okay, this is a swing low, this is a swing high. And let's say we've got a point of interest in here somewhere. Fine, cool. For this daily to print this high, okay, the 4-hour time frame, which I shall annotate in red, has had to make a series of higher highs and higher lows. Correct? So this is what it looks like on the 4-hour time frame. Then for the daily to pull back, into the daily point of interest, right? The 4-hour time frame has probably had to shift, or the 1-hour time frame has probably had to shift, right? Bearish to then get down to the daily point of interest. Now, just because the 4-hour has shifted, it does not mean the higher time frame narrative, which is bullish, has shifted. Right? The 4-hour in this instance has shifted to facilitate the daily pullback. That's it. So by all means, right? You can look to sell at the top if you want to do that. Okay, risky, but if you want to do that, that's fine. Sell here, sell here, sell here into your daily point of interest. But when we get there, don't just expect price to do this. Right? Just because we've shifted on a lower time frame, it doesn't mean the higher time frame narrative is shifted at all. Right? We've just facilitated a higher time frame pullback. That's it. That's the bigger picture. Okay? So when we get into this level, what we want to see, ideally, is intention, confirmation, and then we can look to ride that leg up. Okay? So by all means, look to sell into these levels. All means look to sell, whatever. Okay? Once you get into this level, be cautious. Because now we've arrived at a higher time frame point of interest. The higher time frame is bullish. Okay, we're at the extreme of it. What we want to see is that intention. We then want to see that confirmation to then look to get into that next leg of price. Okay, pro trend trade based on a higher time frame narrative. Okay, so basic example. Let's have a look at this price action here on GBP JPY. Okay, so we created this high, created this low, which then created this high. Okay, so let's focus on this swing low, this swing high. The daily is bullish, right? And we've got some sort of, let's just say, some sort of point of interest in here, right? Some sort of point of interest in here. Fine. Now, what we want to see is a daily pullback into these levels to then get into that next leg of price. Okay, so if I jump down to the 4-hour time frame and we play this out, okay, what can we see already? You can see the 4-hour has had to create different structures within that daily leg to facilitate that daily impulse. Right? Now, for the daily to pull back, if I just press play, the 4-hour has now had to shift bearish in order to facilitate the daily pullback. Right? So here we've got a breaking structure, we've got a breaking structure again. So by all means, look to sell. Look to sell this leg of price. Look to sell the next leg of price. Look to sell the next leg of price into this level. No problem. And like I said at the start, if you've got methods in which you can sell from here, completely fine. Right? Completely fine. But from a 4-hour standpoint, you've got the double breaker structure here. So definitely look to start selling into this level. Right? Now, what I'm trying to say in this video, right, is once we get here, we need to understand. Sorry guys, my video cut off there. So like I said, just going up to the daily, what we've done is, right, that 4-hour pullback, that 4-hour change in structure has facilitated this daily pullback. That's what it's done. Now we're in this daily point of interest, right? Now what we're looking to do from here is to frame a trade so that we can go long. Just because the 4-hour has shifted bearish, it doesn't mean we're continuing to short this, because the daily is in an uptrend and we're in a daily point of interest, right? The higher time frame narrative is bullish, right? So jumping back to the 4-hour, what do we do here? Again, just plain price out. We want to see, right, so we've got that intention now. We've got that intention. By all means, right, by all means, if you're comfortable framing up a trade from here after an intention from a daily point of interest, completely fine. Take the trade, okay? Now, what we want to see ideally is we want to wait for that confirmation, which we've got that confirmation here, right? So we've got that intention. What does price do? Price comes back to mitigate. Then we come up, right? And we've got some sort of demand levels here. We want it to mitigate to then ride price up based on that, to continue that daily leg of price up, right? And what do? Let's play price out. We come back down and off we go, right? So essentially price come back down to collect more orders and off we go, right? So if I just jump back up to the daily now, this is where we are at the moment, right? We've not quite made that higher high yet, which we're expecting, because that would be our expectational order flow. Because why? Because we had high, low, high, low. After a higher low, we're expecting a higher high. That's our expectational order flow, right? In order to make this pullback happen, the 4-hour time frame has had to shift bearish. Now we're within the daily point of interest. What do? We just wait for our entry confirmation, which is intention, confirmation, and off we go, right? So don't think just because the lower time frames have shifted that the higher time frame narrative has changed. Okay, always have one eye on the higher time frame narrative, right? If you're trading with the higher time frames, it will be, likely be more high probability trade. So guys, that's it for me today. Like, it's such a small concept, but it's extremely powerful, because you don't want to keep selling. In this instance, you don't want to keep selling once we get to that daily point of interest, right? Because once we get there, you need to understand the higher time frame narrative, which in this case was an uptrend. So we want to look to frame our buys from that daily point of interest, right? So as usual, I hope that video helped. And if you guys have any other questions with regards to any other topics or whatever, just let me know. And if you enjoyed content on this channel, give it a like, give it a share. And if you've not already done so, please do subscribe to this channel.